So the episode starts with Natalie asking the couples what Josh has said to them about her. And they all kind of have a different story. Benny was the only one who said kind of an okay ish story. Jasmine has a good point when she says that the stories from Josh are always negative and Natalie is always the problem. Josh is never the problem, right? Rob comes into the party and Natalie asks, "Where's Sophie?" Rob says that she was mentally drained and is relaxing after an intense therapy day. Eventually, Stacy comes into the party and she's apologizing for Florian's behavior.
I don't even know what I'm feeling anymore. I feel numb.
When it's floating around, just brings her down.
I can't help but feel really bad for her. She is so sweet and she's just taking care of a man who doesn't contribute to the relationship in a positive way.
I miss feeling empowered, and I feel like he takes that away from me.
He's very negative. He talks down to Stacy. He makes her look silly and he embarrasses her. And I could see why she says she's numb. I could see how a person could just be fed up when you do everything for this person and they show absolutely no appreciation and they pretty much bring you down. I also agree when Julia says that she's proud of her for going to the party and for standing up for herself, because I haven't heard Florian give one compliment to Stacy. Not one. Never. I don't think I've ever seen him give Stacy a compliment, his wife. And I've seen her compliment him. She lifts him up. She does everything for him. She got him new teeth, you know? Stacy says that she misses feeling empowered. And I love seeing Stacy, Jasmine, and Julia together. Yes, women having each other's backs, supporting each other.
You deserve to treat like a queen.
Yeah, because that's what you are. You're a goddess.
I love it. I love to see it. Julia asks, "What are we gonna do? Like, what they're gonna do for the rest of the night?" And Jasmine says she wants to have sex. No surprise. Gino says no because they never get along. No surprise. Jasmine vents to the girls about Gino holding sex and using it as a punishment. And eventually they all go to their rooms and Natalie's in her room alone. Brandon and Julia start to get intimate and it was kind of cute to me.
We're actually going to?
If I'm gonna fall asleep in a second.
I'm not gonna fall asleep.
We end up finding out that they didn't do anything, but I'm not very surprised by that. The couples get notes under their door asking them to participate in a different kind of therapy, which will be camping overnight with the hypnotherapist Sarah. And I really like her, so I'm very happy that she's back because I really enjoyed the Sandtray therapy, and I'm hoping that all of the couples are asked to participate in that, but we'll see. The couples get into the vans, one van for the men, one van for the women. Josh shows up in some fancy car and the guys are in the van talking crap about him, saying it's a rental.
Still costs so much money. It's not Lamborghini. Gino.
It's a rental.
And Josh gets into the van and all the guys are like, "Oh, yeah.
Hello, hey, the guy's man, yes! Yes, all right.
They're pretending that they're so excited to see Josh. So that was interesting. They get to the campsite and there's a bunch of tents in bags waiting for each couple. Sarah tells the couples that they have to work together to build the tents that they're going to be staying in overnight. And Jasmine wants no part. Jasmine wants nothing to do with helping Gino, speaking to him, or doing anything with Gino. I do think Jasmine was being pretty childish in this episode, especially because I was really on her side in the episode before this one. So to see her being just as childish as Florian was a little disappointing, but I still really enjoyed Jasmine. Jasmine calls Florian a baby, says she doesn't want to be next to him in the tents, and she's just being so silly this episode. I don't know what's up with Josh and Natalie, where they feel like they try to compete with all the other couples. I really don't know what that's all about. They say they won because they built the tent faster than everyone else. Didn't know it was a competition. Josh tells Sarah that he believes if he's the leader, they do well together. And I'm agreeing with Natalie when she says that why aren't they just working as a team? That's the first thing I thought of when I heard Josh talking about being a leader. And I was actually surprised that Sarah didn't correct him in that moment. I would have. Sarah tries to convince Jasmine to help Gino with the tent, but she's refusing to. Lorian comes in and helps Gino with his tent, and Jasmine disappears. They're wondering where she is, and we end up finding out that Jasmine fell asleep in the tent. Just very childish, this episode, not gonna lie. So Sarah asks the couples to leave their phones behind and tells them that they're going to be going to their first therapy session, which is interesting because we only see one this episode, and I'm curious about what the next therapy session is for them. So Sarah tells the couples that they're going to be doing a group hypnosis. Gino says he's scared to be hypnotized because he might reveal his deep, dark secret. And I'm not surprised by this. I can see Gino having a weird, crazy fantasy secret that he's too embarrassed to admit. So everyone gets hypnotized, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this. No one complained and no one refused to participate, so I'm happy about that. So they're hypnotized so that they can remember a time that they hurt their partner really badly. And it starts with Brandon expressing how he hurt Julia because he gave his mother a key to their home without discussing it with Julia first. Then Julia tells him that's not a big deal. She's about to say something that's a much bigger deal.
You remember when you come to visit my family in Russia? I meet my ex and we thinking to go back to each other.
You cheated.
Not cheating, but we kissing.
And she admits that she kissed her ex-boyfriend and how they discussed possibly getting back together. And I'm not surprised because Julia really does seem like she is related to Brandon more than she's into him. She seems more excited when she talks to Rob or when she talks to the other women. She's more excited with them than she is with Brandon. And Jasmine asks Julia if she cheated, and Julia says that she didn't cheat. She just kissed him. And I definitely think kissing another human while you're in a relationship is cheating. I believe that she cheated on Brandon. So that's pretty much all that happened this episode. But we do see previews for the next episode. And Gino has a memory of a time that he hurts Jasmine, but he doesn't want to share it, which I think is really interesting. I want to know exactly what it was. And I wonder what everybody comes up with. I hope that they show us the memory of each couple. I want to hear them apologizing for them hurting their partner. So I hope we see that when the next episode comes. That is the end of the episode. Not much happened. It was a pretty chill episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about the hypnotizing therapy and if you've ever done it or if you ever would. I would definitely try something like that. But let me know what you thought of the episode, your favorite parts, anything you found interesting. Bye.